Good morning to all you brave warriors. I hope you have enjoyed and have been practicing some of the exercises I have been suggesting to you so that you can incorporate training your voice and body into every day. Now, before we continue, anybody listening, please give me a little message that says, I'm healthy. I don't want to hear if you've been doing the exercises. These little videos will be recorded. You can use them or throw them away as you have the energy to do so. We need to take a little bit of time today to be serious about the situation we are in. I am happily in Smyrna, Atlanta. Sorry, Helen, I still don't have the vowels. And today we have our first day of lockdown, a very sensible decision, which we will be honoring and enjoying with many pink occasions to do so. It is up to you what you make of this situation. Be aware of it. I think most of us, if we stop to think before we do something, have a basic amount of common sense, which is good for staying healthy and taking good care of your voice. So, congratulations on our first day of lockdown in Smyrna. This is a new situation for everybody. We have to be flexible as you are in your body. That's why let us, while we are chatting about life in general, and today I want to talk about the pitfalls of the job, and specifically in Europe as I know it. We still don't know how it will be afterwards, but Grandma would like to tell you what she has learned from her experiences. So we have learned the basic CH exercise to get a good CH in German. I suggested yesterday, thinking you are a huge cat and you hook your fangs into something tasty when you go. And the standard phrase I have suggested is Ich liebe mich or Ich liebe dich. And while you are doing your exercises, multiple tasking, please note that today I am practicing what I preach. If you have extreme shoes at home or borrow them from your girlfriends or boyfriends, wear them at home while you are practicing so you can get used to wearing them on stage or at auditions or while shopping when we may do so again. Do not wear any heels in public that look as if you have a problem somewhere in the body. Life is hard enough. We don't want the pretty shoes to suffer. The back as well. At my age, you don't want to damage your back. And talking about the back, we have the fabulous basic exercises to energize the body. Let's get the feet awake. Now, if you choose to do these exercises in shoes like these, you see it's supported a bit, but there's not going to be much give. You have to work against the shoe. That's why these shoes are fabulous for torture. So let us recap while holding one of your favorite gardening implements or kitchen implements. This one you can see I did do a spot of weeding yesterday. And you put your feet under the hips, making sure that you have some balance. Now, I always have to give a now because we need to love our bodies, and we all get criticism from other people, but we are our own worst enemies. That's why this morning I thought I must share with you to think of the areas you sit on and the areas that are look out for you as your pets. So let's say these are the sitting pets, and these are the lookout pads. So you have your feet under your lookout pads and your hips. And no, these are sitting pads. See, I should have had more coffee. Sitting pads, lookout pads. Lookout pads are absolutely up, and we bend our knees while saying Ich liebe mich. And once you're down and have the balance, you go up on your toes as far as your feet or your shoes will around. Ich liebe dich. In that position, you straighten the legs slowly and maybe enjoy a little chain of vowels that we've had. And in that position, you bend your knees, maybe while relaxing your jaw with a big yawn, clench, relax. Then you put the heels down, maybe enjoying the 3 dry exercise. Da, 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 die, da, 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 die. You straighten the knees slowly, and you see if your R is with you on this day. Da, 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 dry, and you walk your toes off with just a singing. And as I continue chatting, let us warm up all the singing consonants while energizing the body completely. So we know we've already done some Selbstsucht with a lovely zzz that will only sing if you are relaxed with it. If you are not relaxed in this area, pretend you're a horse. I'm getting there. And to make sure that the body is working with it, you take a breath, you lean back and you go zzz. And once you have it, let's do jolly triplet exercises. Selbstsucht, making the end T's landing on this lovely area that has been receiving too much fried food. Selbstsucht. And you come back, scrunch it and go back again. And if you get bored with that and think blah, 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 remember we did the whole body wake up exercises as well, where you go jump, 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 down, up, jump, 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 down, up. And for people who have a problem with the ones to say, don't panic. Train, train, train slowly. Ditty, 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 getting faster as you can. For example, while doing the jumping exercise. Ditty, 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 and there you go. So, while you are all jumping around, stretching, we also had the fabulous, let's open the body, always finding the balance, keeping the lookouts up, sitting comfortably if you have to sit on the sitting bed, stretch, opening this without letting your shoulders crawl over your ears, and not a good look for anybody, only if you're singing Rigoletto. You stretch, you hang on to an imaginary bar, pretend you're at least 200 kilograms, and after you've taken the breath, do one of your favorite exercises to get the word going. I suggest the jolly chain of vowels, a circle of vowels. For example, pull, 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 yeah, up, 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 all 200 kilograms, yeah, yo, you. And seeing that we are talking in general about clothing for rehearsals and auditions, what I have on today, I would say is good. This. If you're auditioning at night, which doesn't often happen, please be aware too much glitz in daytime might create a wrong impression, as if you've just come back from clubbing. What's practical about traveling with this jacket that I love is that big pockets, and you can squash it and put it in the bag, and it will look fabulous the other side. So we put that away. Bad idea for auditioning. Surely you have something that doesn't need to be ironed to throw over to look decent. Now ladies, if you are auditioning for one of the famous pants roles like Cherubino, if you have a pair of pants that you feel comfortable in, meaning that you've often worn them, that you've often thought they're too old to throw away, but they are still from the distance, fine. Do wear your pants to the audition. Now, about choosing the size of your pants and whatever you wear for these auditions, make sure that you are aware of anything that cuts into your skin anywhere will make you look like a Michelin man or a bag of walnuts. Like there's the underwear, one wobble, that's where the pantyhose ends, another wobble, there's the G-string, another wobble, etc., etc., etc. Yet again, I want to remind you of the effect on a big stage. Up to you to choose what you wear, but please, unless it is your taste, try not to look like a pregnant bag of walnuts while auditioning. While you are stretching and making sure that you're using both sides of your body as well. Back to good traveling dresses, because today I want to get around to at some stage talking about pitfall. Now I wore this fluffy dress during one of the lessons, and the reason I wore it is you are not allowed to iron it. I have an ironing allergy. And she has pockets for my handy and what my mobile phone or cellular phone or whatever else I might need. She's comfortable to fly in, and when you get to the other side, if you have to look a bit more fabulous than a recycled flying passenger, you turn the dress around and there you go. Practical ladies, something like this for all climates. If you have bodysuits to put on under this kind of thing, therefore if it's a bit warmer, and if you're freezing, you have the good skiing underwear to put on under that, and you will still look charming and fluffy. So while you are stretching, today I want to get a bit more serious, also because of the times we live in. Of course we want to have fun, and it is up to you how you deal with the stress of a medical emergency, a vocal crisis, I'm too fat to sing that role, nobody loves me, whatever it may be. So let's get down to practical problems as I know them. Now, public transport in Germany has driven many visitors absolutely crazy. As much as I love being a German, I think it is important for everybody to know that we do not queue like they do nicely if you are on the British Isles. It's every man for himself. So if you are using public transport, U-Bahn, the metro, in Germany, whichever city you are in, if it is full, get off, get up from your seat at least one stop before you want to actually exit, and then make sure that the people in front of you know that you want to get off by asking them, if you're nice, steigen Sie auch aus? Are you also getting off? And normally people go grunt and get out of the way. And if they don't do that, then you can go, ich steige gleich aus. I will be getting off shortly. And if that still doesn't work, this is a very practical masterclass I suggest for the ladies and for gentlemen, there are similar bags, having a handbag that is about the width of your hips. And you use your handbag in a friendly but definite way to go Entschuldigung, 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 Entschuldigung. Aggressively saying sorry, sorry, sorry. Otherwise you will not be able to get off the tram. Dangers of traveling in Germany are rucksacks. I brought you along my favorite little rucksack. What I like about her, obviously, it's cabin luggage size. If you roll clothes carefully, you could get everything in there, your iPad, all the chargers, something to look decent for at least 2 days. Now, if you have a sensible rucksack backpack like this, you won't be taking up much space. If you have good manners, please be aware that you are now a little bit broader than you are used to being. So if you turn around suddenly, you will be whacking people. Many Germans do not care whom they whack. So if you see a skinny German person with a big rucksack backpack behind him and one in front of him, be aware this is dangerous. They might be turning at any stage, whacking you off all your feet. Now, the fabulous thing, practically minded, about having a backpack, if you have posture problems, as probably many teachers and singers and colleagues have told you, you take your backpack and you put all those scores or stones that you have in the backyard or souvenirs that you can think of in there until you can barely pick up your backpack. And you wear, that's why this one is good, it has nice thick shoulder bitties. Put that on you and wear it while doing your exercises, while learning the new repertoire, while practicing to sit down and get up without looking like a spastic, what do they call them? Hippopotamus. Yet again, the sitting bits, please, and the looking bits, aware of them. Always aware, even in private life. I want to show you this because it doesn't matter where in the world you're traveling, these are pitfalls you will meet everywhere. We are still stretching, stretching, stretching. Now, so that you at least have one new exercise in my mission for everybody that I know and like to love the German legato has. Reminder, in case you have forgotten, this is my little prop for imagining a good legato. The fluid in which the little orange bubbles are floating are all the vowels, I, and all the little orange bitties are consonants freely flowing in one direction, in the same direction as the vowels, not fighting with them. So to fix that, as a gentle reminder first, another good triplet exercise we've been doing is yet, not yet, out, in one direction. So leaning over to the right, are you all balanced? I hope you can see this. Feel the bubbles, breathe the bubbles, breathe the direction and go. Yet, 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 yet. And in the other direction, like with any training, if you do it to one side, down. You do the scales up, you will do the scales down. Yet, 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 yet. Now, as a gentle reminder, yesterday I suggested to people who wanted more kinky exercises in German. The little book, Der kleine Hai, I put it in the comments yesterday, so anybody looking for serious torture and fun torture could get that. The new little exercise I want to offer y'all today is the NG, consonant conglomeration, which doesn't just happen in German, by the way, as you all know. And my favorite little phrase for tasting the NG is PRANGENDE WANGEN. It's like a little wave. PRANGENDE WANGEN. Loose translation would be resplendent cheeks. These cheeks. Wangen. Not the sitting bits. Prangende Wangen. And if you are serious about really finding a German legato that will always be ready to be used and will never cause you to have bad vocal effects or bad habits, please, it is like learning to drive. First you do it slowly. And I've got this bee in my bonnet about when you're singing, to really remember where the good vowels and consonants are placed. If you can use the crutches of taste and smell. So, ganz practically. Prang. The prr, I would say, is a little bit of Tabasco. Prr. That smells like grass on a fresh Frühling spring day. Bra. Oh, there's the ah. That is very creamy cream cheese. Ah, and what do we smell? Bra. My favorite perfume, for which I won't make any verbo. Bra. My NG definitely tastes like a green curry, a mild green curry. And what do I smell? Hold that position until you can really imagine the smell. A pink rose. Prangende Wangen. Ooh, that one tasted and smelled horrific. Recycling. Prangende Wangen. Just to please remind everybody watching and getting irritated with the exercise, you have to be patient. These things do not come all by themselves. Practice, 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 and as we all get older every single day of our lives, if we are so fortunate, all the muscles all around will need constant training to do what you want them to do. So we keep with that. Now let's get back to the theme of pitfalls. This is something that I don't think many students have addressed while they're studying, but before we had the virus situation, everybody was going crazy about, rightly so, Me Too. And Me Too is something, I think, please do not look at this question and this difficulty, this pitfall, as something that is only sexually threatening. Me Too is really something for your whole personality and your body. The horrible discrimination. I was born in apartheid South Africa, so I know about horrible discrimination and how to deal with it without sacrificing anything of your beliefs. And as we all know, do unto others as you would like to have done unto you. But the Me Too situation, basic, if you feel your body is the object of not appropriate attention in any rehearsal or situation, my suggestion is always to address the problem directly, immediately, not to Twitter, take pictures and ask friends about it later, immediately. Yesterday we had the little exercise as well of when you're on stage and you get into panic mode, please do not throw away this fabulous energy that panic is. Adrenaline, breathe the adrenaline, find your balance, invest it in your body, and that breath will also help your brain to come up with the correct solution of what do I say or how do I act physically, without naming any names. I mean, I've been in the business very long, and the working situations I enjoyed are not there anymore, but I, as a young little repetitor, was playing a rehearsal, and the big famous conductor came to me, and every time he wanted to show me something in the score, he accidentally brushed against my lookouts. And the third time this happened, because I've been thinking, I'm very professional, I'm young, we respect these people, what do we do? And then I remembered, in the piano there's a mic to make sure that everybody can hear what I'm playing. So the third time, this fabulous famous conductor said hello to my lookout. I got up from the piano and very friendly fashion said directly into the mic for everybody to hear, it's important one speaks slowly. Shall we rehearse or are you flirting? One doesn't need to get nasty, but ladies and gentlemen, take a step back. And pitfalls. We have some friends, most of us. We have our smartphones. We all have apps we like playing with, and one of my favorite apps for working, so that you never feel alone, is the voice Memo app. You can open it, look for the app, and there you can record anything said around you. This is a fabulous app for recording your working sessions, or a special bird call that you think might be helpful in finding the placement of a vowel, or if a friend of you is singing or saying something crazy, wait, hang on girl, I want to get this. Or if you are in a me too type situation, to take a step back and say slowly and clearly, not shouting, may I please record this? I'm not sure I understood what you said. So use your little iPhone, smartphone, cellular phone. Now let us see, I want to find if there are any comments so I can respond to questions. We are looking, there are 6 commentare, 6 commentary. Allora, here we go. Thank you, Kyla. You are healthy. I like you. Oh, and then Kayla, sorry. What is it like trying to obtain an agent in Germany? Oh, yoy. Girl, this is like playing the lottery. There are good agents out there, and please use all the technical abilities you have about the agents, but use Google to read about it. But the only surefire way I know to find a sensible agent who will really work for you and not just sell your sitting bits to the best buyer is to speak to colleagues under 4 eyes, not while other people are listening or somebody's phone is recording. Speak to your colleagues. This is something's better under 4 eyes. Okay, thank you, Deon. seeing that there's another name that I'm not sure to pronounce. If you have a session with one of your language coaches, so I've had to learn languages that my mouth was not used to, like Czech. The best way I find to do is to look straight at the lips of the speaker. Ich, jetzt, ich habe Hunger. But always, before you try to find it yourself, look at the lips of the person speaking this weird language. Oh, Russian, my dears, yoi, impossible, until you have the taste of the language there. So what's important for us is not that we speak without an accent, which is always fabulous if you can do it, but that you sing without the accent, because removing this accent from your singing voice will give you a more fabulous legato. Allora, it's also with the lead singing. Now, when I was studying, we had this language training separately. This is how you sing opera, this is how you sing lead, and still at the moment, once you get into the finer pronunciation difficulties, my practical suggestion would be that if you're doing an opera, to speak to the conductor and find out, like, something like in an opera, the names of the people, how will they be sung, and especially with singing French, how modern is it going to be in the pronunciation. Be flexible. There is, for finding out basic translations and how to pronounce words you've never seen in your life, and you go, what the fluff when you see them. There's a website called dict.cc. I will put that in the comments, where you can choose really just about all languages, including Czech that I love, and Russian. Put in the word you want translated and pronounce, and in the result you can hear different native speakers pronouncing this word for you. Allora, let's see. And I assume you are all very happy. Now, because I like chatting so much, let me consult my list. We have that. There is one more thing I wanted to share with you practically. When you're traveling, it is so difficult to find where can I find Wi-Fi, because everybody must know where you are, and you must know, especially at the moment, one needs Wi-Fi without going bankrupt. If you're stuck at the airport and the general airport Wi-Fi is bad, then, like a lady or gentleman, walk over to where the first class lounges are. I learned this from way more experienced travelers. And obviously, if you're in my price class, you're not going to go in there. But right outside the door, most airlines give their first class passengers fabulous Wi-Fi. So if you are right outside the door, you find yourself a comfortable position on the floor, doing your favorite exercises, or enjoying life in general and enjoying the good Wi-Fi. Now, as in all things in life, there will be the ad section. I really thought, should I do this? Yes, I will. Everybody likes talking about themselves. If you like my style, buy my books. I wrote these books in English and German, and I made sure that that page is even better. There are colors for everybody to enjoy. Now, you don't need to buy the books, but I want to share something with you from the books. On the back page, there is a little sketch of a cat, which is the only thing I can draw. My friend, I think it took about an hour for me to learn to sketch that. Now I want to end this little series of mini masterclasses by sharing with you what this little sketch that I like drawing everywhere, even the sidewalk with chalk, what this little sketch means for me. I wrote on the back of the book, Ansi, that's me, recommends this image as protection against a lack of contentment, coffee, or decorum. Mental application of the sketch guarantees immunity to charlatans. Now, any questions you have, put them in the comments and I will get back to you. And if you like, I do like once a week this kind of mini masterclass. I've had great fun with y'all. And to say thank you properly, I will bring my longtime assistant Richard to say with me one last hayato, and then oh, I'm trying to stop this video, but I'm not getting it. But